Hi, I'm Shaun from Famous Faces.
I'm Sebastian from Advanced Comics, and this is iCarly.
How that show goes?
Something like that.
Or Fic.
Fic. You gotta emphasize the fic.
There's no Jared this week. No. There's a crowd. Our first book is Batgirl. We've never reviewed this book, but there's the cover for people who keep asking about it.
Can't see the cover.
Yes.
That was it.
This book was awesome. I've been loving that book since the beginning. It's one of the most underrated books. It's probably the best Bat book next to Detective.
It's hands down the best Bat book next to Detective.
And oh man, this was a way to end it. Like, it was so good. It
was good.
Yeah.
It was just they touched everything they needed to touch.
They wrapped up the story.
It's pick of the week right there.
It was.
And I have to say, unfortunately, Brian Q. Miller wrote too well. This book was too good a job because it's not endearing me to the relaunch to have a book this good be gone.
I know. Stephanie Brentz. They need to do something with that. Seriously, this whole book, go buy the graphic novels, buy the issues.
It's good stuff.
It was awesome.
It's très bien.
Next is your book.
Alright, this is Critter from Big Dog Inc. They put out a one-shot about a year ago. She's a legacy character. Her mother was Vixen, and she inherits the powers and calls herself Critter, like you would. Imagine a non-green She-Hulk with a prehensile tail and a headband with cat ears. How do you go wrong? You don't. It's good stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's got that older, non-heavy comic feel. You know, like it's not bogged down. 80 billion events going. It's just comic.
There's no Critter itself?
No, she's Critter.
No, I'm just saying there's no Critter itself. Or
you don't have Critter itself. You don't have War of the Critters. You don't have whatever. Although the storyline in here is going to involve some time stream and alternate realities. It's the first of the 4 issues here. Yeah, number 4 will be good. It's gonna number 4 will have a 2-page appearance by a character I created. How do you get your character in somebody's comic? When they ask on Facebook, hey, who wants me to put their character in my comic? Say yes. That's it. That's my secret. All right, and based on this and the one-shot, I couldn't be happier with where I let them use her, because it's a good book.
War of the Green Lanterns Aftermath Volume 2. It's everything that sets up to number 1 in September. It has a lot to do with Kyle, a lot to do with Sinestro and the Guardians and Psylocke, and there was one point in there where I really thought Psylocke was going to get his ass beaten. It was pretty awesmo. But it was really good. Still looking forward to number 1 with Sinestro and see where they go with that.
It's the final Mogo.
Yeah, poor Mogo.
We salute you.
I miss him.
All right, from Dynamite. 3D if you have it. Or just run at your computer screen. 4D if you connect. This is the Dresdent Files Full Moon, adapting the Dresdent Files book. It's a lot of fun if you like the book, if you like the Dresdent Files, if you even liked the short-lived sci-fi show, which is redundant to say because all sci-fi shows seem to be short-lived.
Was it on Sci-Fi Channel?
It was on Sci-Fi.
So it was on for like 3 months?
Yes, it was on, but it was on before they spelled sci-fi funny. So it really counted. Good book, a lot of fun, close to the novels. You like it. You did this on purpose.
You have more books than me.
I see that. All right.
You have 3. I'm sorry.
The Living Corpse Exhumed. Next series in the Living Corpse, we've got a zombie who's charged to.
Now?
You can.
Okay.
We got a zombie who's been charged to basically protect our world from undead and supernatural beasties coming in. In this one, he gets to fight a Nosferatu and clean up some mistakes he's made. He saved a girl from committing suicide in the first series, and she's been following him around. He hasn't quite convinced her to stay out of the graveyard because that's just not right, and there's some consequences to that. You keep looking at that.
I'm going.
I'll go on.
There's even mice.
All right. Cloak and Dagger, Spider Island. Cloak and Dagger number 1.
Nick Spencer.
Nick Spencer, who I'm one of 3 people who doesn't like. What the heck's that book?
We'll get to it, I think.
Oh,
Morning Glories.
Morning Glories.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I don't really like Morning Glories, but I love this. He did a great job writing it, and I'm picky with my Cloak and Dagger because I was there from when they first popped up in Spectacular Spider-Man. Good stuff. Emma Rios on art. Emma Rios does gorgeous stuff. I loved her over at Boom Studios. I loved her on everything she's done for Marvel. Gorgeous, a lot of fun. It's Cloak and Dagger the way you want them. Give them their own series. Keep this team. You heard me, Marvel.
Fear Itself number 5. You didn't read this, did you?
I did not.
Do you want to review it, since apparently that's what we do?
There's Fear.
No, Fear Itself 5 was a lot better than number 4, in my opinion. It was a lot more action. Stuff actually happened. There was developments. Granted, you still don't know, unless you're reading all the tie-ins, what's really going on with a lot of the characters, but it was a lot more impactful. It had a much cooler ending, and the Thor fight with Thing and Hulk was awesome.
Alright, staying in Fear Itself. I got Fear Itself. New Mutants. Ooh, see the New Mutants. number 29. And Fear Itself. Alpha Flight, number 3 of 8. Woo! Hey, of 8. Isn't that what you say we sell?
Yeah, 8.
Alright, both of my... I still can't tell you anything about Fear Itself, because the Fear Itself tie-ins I read don't really get that deep into Fear Itself. New Mutants.
Only Iron Man and the Avengers really do. That's about it.
Well, then it's okay. See, I don't know this. But New Mutants, Eminent Landing, pull back on the fact that Danny Mirage from the New Mutants she's a Valkyrie back in the old series. So, tying in with all the Norse stuff, Hela is in trouble, and Valkyrie gets summoned in. Danny gets summoned in to go help her out. Along the way, the other New Mutants decide to help her, but they screw up. Yeah, but they Cypher, with the ability to read any magic, tries to cast a spell, but he screws up one slight pronunciation, and they don't go to hell with one L. They go to hell with with 2 L's. So they're standing in front of Mephisto going, oh crap. So what this means is, yeah, he's going to erase all their marriages.
It's going to make the book horrible.
But all their aunts are coming back from the dead.
Next 3 years of this book's going to suck.
It's going to be brightest New Mutants.
Caprimi.
Alright. Alpha Flight. Alpha Flight, I'm loving this book. Alright. Pack and Valente doing a great job with this.
8 people.
And it's, again, all the great books don't get as big a hype. So Alpha Flight, one of the best books. The team, the team is coming together. The Alpha Strike, the bad guy team, is coming together.
5 more issues together.
And I know, and it's good. It's really solid. Read this. Am I doing this one too?
Yeah, we'll both review this one.
Yeah, you hold it. Yeah. You go first.
Red Robin 26, the end of the Red Robin story. Most of it was really, really good, and this tied into Identity Crisis with Captain Boomerang and everything. The only problem was it wasn't that great of an ending. Like Sebastian was talking to me earlier, this seemed like it was 3 issues jammed into one.
Yeah, it felt a little too condensed. Like it should have been something you could have gotten more into, but they didn't have any more issues because of the relaunch. Again, good.
Okay.
Some good stuff in the.
It was good though. It ties a lot of it. Granted, it's like 6 years later. When Identity Crisis, what came out, 2005?
Is there a time limit on the?
Yeah, but it's 6 years later. It ties everything.
If somebody kills your dad, you're mad the day it happens. You're still mad at him 6 years later.
Yep.
It's okay.
Bruce is pissed at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look what happened with Bruce.
He just needs a hug.
It's a Gotham thing. Someone kills your parents, you stay mad forever. Teen Titans 99.
This was awesome.
So good. So good.
I was so mad I forgot the last issue had Superboy in it. I picked it up, and Inertia's in it. Kid Flash is in it.
It's not even the Inertia.
Doesn't matter. It's awesome. It's Teen Titans good.
There's a bunch of...
Don't look like they're from the 90s with wing costumes.
It's true. Bunch of evil Superboys. And apparently that means bad things for Match. But good stuff. I'm going to be so sad when this book ends.
One more issue.
Even sadder when the new one starts.
But Miller takes over at some point.
Booster Gold fan club. Oh, Booster Gold.
It's your baby. I'll let you talk about it.
It's over. Why? What? 47. Booster Gold getting a number 50. Who saw that happening other than me? Maybe Dan Jurgens, I think. I think Dan Jurgens. And look, they're like, oh, it's like they realized, oh, we're going to get to 50. We can't have it. Stop it. And they But you get, as an added bonus, you get Rick Leonardi on the art. Très bien. Very nice.
Find out who wrote on the chalkboard.
Yes, you find out who wrote on the chalkboard. You get an end to everything, including the DC Universe. But the good news is, it looks like we can officially blame the DC Universe not going back to the way it was on Barry. Because Booster had nothing to do with it.
Why Wally's the best.
Wally would have fixed it.
Okay, Flashpoint. 4 books again. I got Deadman, Citizen Cold, Emperor Aquaman, and Frankenstein. Citizen Cold was cool, besides the first issue with Wally. That still pisses me off. Deadman, the end was, I don't know. The story was good, but the end of it just, it seems like the Flashpoint titles are lacking an ending. The miniseries are, at least.
I kind of like the Deadman and Flying Graces, but he's right on the fact that it like Red Robin, it just felt like
Rushed.
they needed a 4th issue to really get the impact that they wanted.
Emperor Aquaman, that was awesome.
That was good.
Aquaman's pissed.
He's an angry Aquaman.
And Frankenstein, I don't know. He's Frankenstein.
Good.
That's enough. Go to Last Phantom now.
Frankenstein and the Creatures of the Unknown, and you say, I don't know.
That works. They do stuff. They're angry.
The Last Phantom. I have a on-again, off-again feeling with this book. I wasn't a huge fan of the first arc. The second arc kind of started winning me over a little more. This issue, number 8, is good. I like number 7. I think number 7 was my favorite issue so far. Number 8's good. It's worth looking into if you're a fan of the Phantom or any of that. It's good stuff.
Detective, you knew I was going to review it. Everyone knew I was going to review this. This is freaking awesome. I love this. And it ties everything that Scott Snyder did from 871 to this together. It's awesome. Gordon's son's a freaking lunatic. The whole story is fantastic. Pick it up. Pick up all the old issues. Pick up the graphic novel whenever it comes out. Just pick it up. I can't wait for Batman.
It's good stuff.
Because you can stay on Detective. Oh yeah, this is the book Sebastian didn't like. Morning Glories. Number 11, it finally ties all the characters. It's given all their backgrounds now. This is the last one on the douchebag kid. I forget his name.
You say, can you name a character? Name a character.
They said his name like 3 times.
Everyone loves this book. Nobody can ever name a character.
I'll find it.
Yeah, that's not naming a character.
Oh, I found
That's
3.
reading the
Oh,
name.
Shut up. Anyways, this gives the last background, and it starts the story from here for everything that's going to go towards the future. You have the backgrounds on everyone. You know all their secrets now, and I can't wait for number 12. Hopefully it's on time.
Alright. Godzilla, Gangsters and Goliaths. I can name a character. Mothra. See, that was easy.
I'll find his name.
You do that.
Dick.
In this, alright, Godzilla just shows up in this one. Mothra's been being used.
Ike. His name's Ike. Okay.
Mothra's been being used to, the guy, you totally screwed me up yelling out Ike. Now all I've got is I like Ike in my head. Alright, so it's been
Canadians.
undercover cop using Mothra to destroy organized crime, but now the bad guy punches a cop in the face, steals the Little Women, and now controls Mothra. However, because Mothra's been wrecking the place, Godzilla shows up, so really, this is going to be a lose-lose for Japan, regardless of who wins monster-wise.
Real quick, Ninja Turtles comes out in 2 weeks. I am so excited for that. Continue.
Going from Ninja Turtles, we'll go to Retro Superman. Went to ask the question, why does the 80s Superman have nothing but pictures of 90s scenes on its cover? And there's an answer. It's like the spanning the decades Superman Retro. It takes place right before, like literally like the day before Crisis on Infinite Earths. Destiny shows up to test Superman. It's not really Destiny, but I don't want to ruin it for them.
Okay.
Alright.
I gotta look through it. I haven't looked through it.
You look through it. Destiny shows up to see if Clark's being tested. Is he the right one to help save all these infinite Earths? And they give him the choice of, look, you could just let the world be destroyed, and you could go on with a destroyed world, or you could save the world, but here's what's going to happen. They show him the death of Kara. They show him Bruce getting his back broken, Hal going nuts and taking out planets, Doomsday killing him. They show him all sorts of stuff. And he says, but you know what? Doesn't matter how bad things get. I'm Superman. I can't take the easy way out. I have to fight on. And that's why he's Superman. Marv Wolfman, he knows he's Superman.
Okay. Oh, Red Wing. More time traveling, fighting. It's Jonathan Hickman. I've praised it before. I'm just going to...
More praise.
Awesome. Yeah, it's good.
All right, The Vault. I was going to review this a couple weeks ago, but I forgot to bring it with me. This is Sam Sakar, and I can't pronounce anybody's name. Sam Sakar and Gary Gastoni.
Yeah, there you go.
These guys wrote one of my favorite comics several years ago. They wrote Caliber, which is a Western reimagining of Excalibur. Good stuff. King Arthur in the West. It was brilliant. This is getting, actually ties into something I just watched on the History Channel the other day. Go figure. All right, so they're talking about the islands off of Canada where you've got these. They found like these. They think they're treasure pits, and you dig down and you find beams, and you cut through the beams, and it goes down, and there's more beams, and then it eventually fills with water, and nobody can ever figure out what's down there. They find another one, and they're looking for treasure.
What?
And when they get to
just keep going.
that part's actually, you can watch that on TV. That'll explain it. He didn't make that stuff up. They get down to the bottom, but what's down there doesn't look like it's going to turn out to be treasure. Looks like it's going to turn out to be a big scary monster.
That's always monsters.
Which is, yeah, it looks like something potentially vampiric, but it's been really good, and apparently it's getting turned into a movie. Johnny Depp's movie company is going to produce it, so if Johnny Depp likes it, you know you do too. You're a hipster, come on. Sean's a hipster.
God, no.
Sean's a hipster.
Okay. Oh, hi, South Africa, Canada. Where else likes us?
The Netherlands.
Netherlands
Keep getting watched in the
us.
Netherlands. Hello, Netherlands.
We're international. This is awesome.
We're international success. If you don't know what success means.
Okay, bye.